Welcome back. In this video, we will discuss the next algorithm, that is Floyd's algorithm, to find shortest path between all pair of vertices. That means all pair shortest path. And this algorithm is the same as our previous algorithm, that is Warshall's algorithm. And Floyd uses the same technique of Warshall's. So this is what we discussed in the last video, right? That is Warshall's algorithm. What we are doing here, we are finding all possible paths. So just by writing adjacency matrix, that is only for directed edges, and we are writing transitive closure for the given graph or for the given adjacency matrix. So that means for all possible paths, okay, either it may be direct edges or indirect edges. So in Floyd's algorithms also same procedure. So first you have to write adjacency matrix, that means with direct edges, but here we are doing in terms of weights and we are finding shortest path. In Warshall's algorithm we are finding all possible paths only, not related to weights. Okay, so just to see how to write adjacency matrix for the given graph. So is we are having any edge from A to A, that is like self loop? No. If it is no, we can assume self loop with the weight 0, right? So I can write the weight is here 0. From A to B, no. If no edge, just I will write with the weight infinity. We don't know. I have to find if I can. So I will write initially infinity. Next, from A to C, that is weight 3. We are having direct edge. From A to D we don't have direct edge, so just write infinity. Next, in the same way we have to fill all these cells. Okay, this is the adjacency matrix. And I can call as any name A, B, C, but here we are finding Floyd's. So we are calling as distance matrix we are finding. So I will take as D. So initially if I want I will take as D0. Okay. Now what I have to do, I have to find the actual matrix, okay, whose matrix contains distance from A to all other vertices, B to all other vertices, C to all other vertices, and D to all other vertices, okay, with minimum distance. So how to find we will discuss, but I will write so that matrix like same as your transitive closure for all possible paths, either directed edge or indirected edge. How to write? Let's see. Can you tell me, is there any edge from A to A? No, that is a self loop, so I will write as 0. Next, from A to B we don't have direct edge, but here we are having indirect edge from A to C, C to B, that is 3 plus 7, just you have to add. So total weight is 10 and it is only the minimum, so I will consider that. Again, from A to C 3. Next, from A to D we don't have direct edge, but we are having indirect edge from A to C, C to D, 3 plus 1 4. Like this we have to fill all these things. So after filling, so it look like this. Okay, so this is your final mat, and I can name as dk, that some value. Okay, and how we can achieve this matrix by using Warshall's algorithm we will discuss step by step now. Okay, by considering each and every vertex as an intermediate vertex in each step. So we are taking decision in each step. That's why we are using as a dynamic approach here, that is a dynamic programming. Okay, now what we will do, so we will construct next matrix. So when coming to Floyd's algorithm, so initially we have to construct this, so just forget this. So this is what we have to get. So just by take use of this D0, D0, so construct next matrix D1 by using of D0. Here we are considering A as intermediate vertex initially. Okay, first I will consider A as an intermediate. So if A as an intermediate, just to check whether any new path will available or not. Okay, so I will construct D1 here. So it look like, see here, so what we are doing, so here we are taking A as an intermediate node, right? That means from this, so 8th row and 8th column, that means the row related to A and column related to A doesn't change. So I will write same as it is. So after writing also it will not going to change, so I will not going to check new path for that 8th row and 8th column. So next is we are having B to B, that is we are having self loop of B? No, so it is 0. Self loop of C, it is 0. Self loop of D, it is 0. So no need to check this. So what we have to do, we have to check from B to C, first one. Next we have to check from B to D. Next C to B. Next we have to check C to D. Next we have to check D to B, D to C. So these 6 paths we have to check whether we can update any new path or not by taking intermediate node as A. Here I will take A as an intermediate node. And I will consider the minimum path, either direct path or indirect path. So first I will check from B to C, what is the value of B to C. So to construct this matrix, you have to check in the previous matrix. So what is the value of B to C? B to C, it is indirect edge, B to C, it is infinite. So just by using of indirectly intermediate node A, so what is the path you will get? B to A, what is the value? 2, and from A to C, what is the value? 3. So can you tell me now? So direct edge, no, that is infinity. But we are having indirect edge B to A and A to C. 2 plus 3, what is the value? 5. Is this value is less than the direct edge value? Yes. So we are updating this 5 here. That's it. This is the procedure what we have to do. Next, B to D. What is the value? B to D, initially it is no direct edge, that is infinity. So making use of A as an intermediate node, so B to A 2 and A to D, that is infinity. Anyhow infinity plus infinity, anything is infinity, infinity, infinity. Which one is minimum? Infinity. So no change occur in B to D. Again C to B, check the edge C to B. C to B, initially it is value 7. So now by using of intermediate node A, C to A infinity, A to B infinity. So which one is minimum, infinity or 7? 7. So 7 as it is. So no minimum path or no better path we are getting. Again check this cell, that is C to D. So C to D, initially it is 1. By using of A, is we are getting better path or not, we are checking. So C to A infinity, no. So is infinity is less than 1? No. So just don't update, 1 as it is. Again check next cell, that is D to B. What is the value of D to B? Infinity, no direct edge. So by using of indirect edge, so D to A, what is the value of D to A? 6. And from A to B, infinity. So infinity plus 6, infinity only. So which one is minimum, infinity or infinity? Infinity. So no change in the edge D to B. Next check next edge, that is D to C. So initially D to C, what is the direct edge? No, that is infinity. What is the value of D to A? 6. And A to C, 3. So now it happening. So what is the value? 6 plus 3, 9. Is 9 less than infinity? Yes. If it is yes, we have to update this by 9. Okay. So 2 new paths we are getting from B to C, that is 5. And one more new path we are getting, that is D to C, that is 9. If A as an intermediate node. Okay. That's it. So next next we will construct next matrix D2 by using of D1, this matrix. So how to construct? So D2, which is the intermediate node now, B as an intermediate node. That means, so row related to B and column related to B, that will doesn't change. So just I will write as it is, infinity 0 7 infinity. Next row related to B, that is 2 0 5 infinity. So it will not going to change. I will write as it is. Next, so we don't have self loop, so value of AA 0, BB 0, CC 0, DT 0, diagonal elements are 0. Now we have to find AC, AD, A to C, A to D. Next we have to find C to A, C to D, D to A, D to C. So now what will happen for A to C? So initially A to C, what is the value? 3. And if I take B as intermediate node, is we are getting minimum path or not? We are checking. From A to B, what is the value? Infinity. So definitely, so direct edge is only minimum. So it's still 3. Next, check for the A to D. Initially A to D is infinity. Now if I take B as intermediate node, is we are getting minimum path? From A to B, infinity. Definitely not. Infinity and infinity, minimum is infinity only, so no new path. So next check for C to A. So C to A, what is the value? Initially infinity. So if I take B as an intermediate node, from C to B, what is the value? 7. From B to A, what is the value? 2. So 7 plus 2, 9. Is 9 is less than infinity? Yes. If it is S, so this is updated by now 9. So similarly, we have to find C to D, D to A and C to B. So after finding, your matrix look like after filling this. So these are the values of matrix D2. Next we have to construct D3 by using of D2. Here, which is the intermediate node? C as an intermediate node. That means row related to C and column related to C, it will not going to change. So I will write as it is from the previous matrix. 9701. Okay, Cth row and Cth column doesn't change, so I will write as it is. And diagonally no self loop, so I will write as it is. Now I have to find A to B, A to D. So what is the value of A to B if C is an intermediate node? So initially value of A to B is infinity. Next from A to C 3 and C to B 7. So can you tell me 7 plus 3, 10, is it 10 or infinity? Which one is the minimum? 10. So I will update this by 10 now. Now I will check for edge from A to D. So initially A to D is infinity. If I take intermediate node C, what will happen? From A to C 3 and from C to D, that is 1. So 3 plus 1, 4. Is 4 is minimum or infinity is minimum? 4. So just I will update the minimum 1. And similarly we have to do B to A, B to D, D to A, D to B. So after finding minimum distances, our matrix look like this. Okay. So if you want, you can do one by one also. So next what I will do, I will construct next matrix, that is the D4, by taking D is intermediate node. So how to construct D4? So D4 is equal, this is the matrix. So here, which is the intermediate node? D is an intermediate node. That means row and column related to D will doesn't change. So I will write as it is 6, 16, 9, 0, 4, 6, 1. So it will, I will write as it is. So it will not going to change even if you check. And diagonal elements also, that is no self loop. So it is also 0. Now I have to check for the edges A to B, A to C. So how it look like? A to B, if I take D as intermediate vertex. So A to B, what is the value? A to B 10 and A to D 4 and from D to B 16. So 16 plus 4 20. So 20 and 10, which is the minimum? 10. So don't update 20, so just update direct edge only because that is a minimum. So next from A to C, what is the value A to C? 3. If I take D as an intermediate node, is we are getting minimum value or not? So A to D value is 4 and D to C value is 9. So 9 plus 4 13. So direct edge path is itself minimum, so don't update the indirect edge, so just write 3 only. And similarly we have to do for B to A, B to C, C to A, C to B. And after forming, the matrix look like this one. And is we are constructing any next vertex? No, because we are constructing matrices that depends on number of vertices. So here in the graph, number of vertices are 4. That means 4 matrices are enough. So final D4 matrix will be our final matrix, and that matrix is look like the same thing what we did manually here. So for this graph, so if it is a direct edge or indirect edge, is we are getting same weights, this and this is same. So by using Floyd's algorithm, first we are doing weighted, adjacency matrix. For the adjacency matrix, next matrices we are considering, we are constructing by taking each vertex as an intermediate vertex. Initially A is an intermediate vertex, next matrix B is an intermediate vertex. So next matrix I will construct by using C as an intermediate vertex, next matrix D as an intermediate vertex, and finally we are getting this result, and that is your shortest path for all pair of vertices 2 0 5 6 7 7 0 1 6 16 9 0. That means from A to A 0, from A to B minimum path is 10, from A to C minimum path is 3, from A to D minimum path is 4. Next from B to A minimum path is 2, B to B 0, B to C path is 5, B to D path is 6. Either it may be direct edges or indirect edges. Okay. Similarly for C to all other vertices, from D to all other vertices. And keep in mind, this is look like your Dijkstra's algorithm, right? Dijkstra's algorithm is a single source shortest path. There we are taking single source. That means only one vertex as a source, and from that vertex all other vertices edges we are finding. That means single source. For example, this is single source. From this all other vertices weights we are finding in Dijkstra's. So here, so each time, that means 4 times if you apply Dijkstra's algorithm, that is your Floyd's algorithm. That's it. So Floyd's algorithm is implemented by using our dynamic approach. Thank you.